Hey, online crew. Today, I want to share with you a cool tip to help you create winning content regarding Reels. If you caught my video yesterday, you would have heard me talk about the difference between Reels versus posts and live videos versus stories and where they all kind of fit in your social media strategy. If you missed that video, just go back and check that out to listen to that. But for Reels specifically, which is part of our attraction phase, with attracting new eyeballs to us. And if you're building online, you need new eyeballs. Everybody needs new eyeballs. So Reels are a really good strategy, whether you're on Instagram or Facebook, to adopt. If you're avoiding them for some reason, there's all sorts of strategies to help you do them. You could do faceless Reels. You could do voiceless Reels. So you could just take a little bit of footage of yourself and put words on the front of it. Like, there's all different ways to do Reels to help you get that content out there. So every single one of you should be adopting Reels for the attraction sort of phase of your social media journey. Now, what I want to share with you today is a really simple, cool tip that you can go and do to help you get ideas to create your Reels. So this is really simple. I would take note of what I'm about to say and what I'm about to share. And those that watch this live video and you go and execute that, it'll be really helpful for your Reels. So if you're on this live video or you're catching the replay, well done. Just before I go into the steps, if you're here with me live, say hello, let me know, where you're watching from. And just to reiterate, any of you that are in my coaching community, we had 2 awesome live Q&A Zoom calls yesterday. Well, my time zone yesterday, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening for me. So make sure you go and catch the recordings of both those calls over in the Facebook group. I've also emailed them out to all the coaching community members, so you've got them on your email as well. But really, really great calls. So you want to catch the recordings of those. Hello, Dean. How are you? Yep. Very good comment there by Dean. Always need me some new eyeballs. Completely agree. So here's what you want to do. Now, I've got a very old phone of mine. So this tells half the story because I'm actually going live on Instagram up on my phone here. Otherwise, I'd use my phone to show you. So I've got a really old phone, which I can show you half of what to do. And then I took some screenshots of what it should look like on your phone. And I'll just screen share for a second and show you that. Okay. So what you want to do, what this is all about is you don't need to go and reinvent the wheel when it comes to Reels. You just need to do a little bit of research as to what's working well out there in your niche area. So you can search content on Instagram particularly. Even if you don't use Instagram, you could use this strategy for your Facebook Reels. So this is like a research thing, okay? But you use Instagram to do it. So you don't want 100% copy what other people do, but you absolutely want to do some research and evaluate what's already working out there and what's getting millions of views and model it. Why work harder? You don't need to come up with fresh new content creatively from your brain every single time you do a reel. Go and look at what other people are doing. Go and do a little bit of research on Instagram. See what's working, see what's attention grabbing, and model it. Okay, so this is really simple, but really effective. So what you're going to do is go to your phone. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm using my phone to go live on Instagram up here at the moment. So I've got a really old phone and not all the features are on this phone. So like I'm talking really old phone. So I'll start by sharing with you what I can see, and then I'll screen share, which you guys on Instagram won't be able to see when I screen share, but I'll talk you through it because you're on Instagram, so you guys will be pretty cluey anyway. So you want to go to Instagram and you just, you want to go to your feed. Okay, just go into Instagram. Down the bottom, second one in, well, on my phone anyway, is the little search, the little search button. Okay, the little what I think looks like a magnifying glass. So click on that. Okay, so we're going to search in Instagram. When you get in there, up the top is going to be the search bar. Okay, so what you want to type in there is firstly the hashtag. So the hashtag symbol. I'm presuming you know all what that is. Where is it? There. So that the pound symbol, the hashtag symbol. And then what is it that you want to search in your niche? Okay. Is it social media strategies? Is it content creation? Is it reels tips? Is it weight loss? Is it inflammation? Is it gut health? Is it what's your thing? Okay. So have a think about that. What is it that you're researching and evaluating? What do you want to check out content from other people? So this is where you start working smarter and not harder, because you just don't go to Instagram and just aimlessly scroll through the feed. You go to Instagram, you go to the search bar, you put in there the hashtag that you want to search, and you go and only look at content in your niche. Okay? So I've already saved time there from you going down a rabbit hole and looking at all the other content on your feed that distracts you for the next half an hour. Okay, so going Instagram, you just go to your general feed, go to the search bar, go to the symbol search, and go up the top and put something in the search bar. So I might put in gut health. I can't spell gut health. Okay, so I'm putting up in the search bar hashtag gut health. So just relate that to what's in your niche, and I'm then clicking the search button. Now, this is a really old phone, so I can't see it, but what you'll see, and I'll screen share in a moment, at the top, I've still got my thing in the search bar, but here up the top, we've got top accounts, audio tags, places. So yours might say similar to that. But what most people don't see is that and this is an old phone, so it's not, if you've got a really, really old phone, like this is an iPhone 8. Okay, my iPhone is a 15. So when I say old phone, this is a really old phone. So when I scroll across up the top here, I can't see it, but I guarantee you, as long as you don't have an iPhone 8 or whatever the oldest Android is, if you scroll across the screen here just a little bit, very last wording on the top is going to say Reels. Okay, so scroll across the top of the screen here where that wording is, and you will get to one that says Reels. So I'm gonna I'll screen share in a second. Okay, so there is one hanging off the side of the screen that says Reels. So go and click on that. So when you click on that, you are only seeing Reels that have used the hashtag that's in your niche. Brilliant for starters. Okay, so then you're going to get a grid full of Reels that are in your exact niche that you've typed in and searched for. Then what you want to look for is the Reels, look at the views. So look at the views in the hundreds of thousands and in the millions. So deliberately go and seek them out. So Reels that are in your exact niche that have got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. Okay, and then go and study it. Why has it got hundreds of thousands of views? Why has it got millions, of views? Study the caption, study the hook, study the description, to study the visual, and that's what you want to model. So this is where you get to work smarter and not harder, because you want to model what's already working out there and really look at this. Can speed up your learning, if you like, in relation to hooks, captions, attention grabbers, descriptions, visuals, you know, what are people doing? And model that. Like, let's speed up your learning curve and go straight to the successful reels in your niche so you can model them. So do you understand that? So I'm just going to make this really clear to those of you, sorry, Instagram people, you can't see this, but you guys are on Instagram if you're watching me here. So all you need to go is just do what I exactly said and you'll see it. But those of you that are not as cluey, I did a couple of screen shares. So if you're watching on Instagram, if you go to my business page on Facebook, Helen Martin Online, that's what my business page is called on Facebook, Helen Martin Online, or you're welcome to join my free group. So my free group is called, if you're Googling it, Social Media Strategies for Home Business owners, or social media systems for serious social sellers. Both names will come up. Okay, so I'm screen sharing at the moment over on Facebook. So can you see when you scroll over? That's what I mean by the word reels will show up when you scroll over. So you click that. And then, so this one that I used was gut health, what I'm screen sharing at the moment. And see these reels that have come up? 3,957,000, 17 million. Okay, 204K, 18 million, 3.6 million. Like, scroll through, look at the ones with large views, look at, well, that's an interesting one. You guys can't see it, so I'll say it. Do you poop immediately after eating? That's got 18 million views. Maybe the headline might have something to do with that, but is that relatable to gut health? Well, there you go. That's shock value. It works. Go and look at what's working. This one got 3.6 million. Worst ingredient in the world. What's the worst ingredient in the world? Okay, so do you see what I mean here? I'm just going to stop screen sharing. Get rid of that. Minimize that. Get rid of that. Is that helpful? Because to me, it's incredibly helpful. And because I'm like in the industry building like you are, I definitely want to give you guys these kind of tips that I use, that I learn, that help minimize the time that you waste on social media. So for those of you that scroll, and you're aimlessly looking at content that reaches out to you to get ideas, I get it. That's a good thing to do. But why not speed up that and go straight to the hashtags? People that are creating content in your niche would be using those hashtags, and go straight to the content that is in that niche area by looking at reels and then looking at ones that have already been successful and modeling that. Like, isn't that a smarter way to do things? What do you think? Is that helpful to you guys? Dean thinks so. Brilliant. Thanks so much. Caption, hook, description, visual call to, yes, well done, Leonie. Yes, and it's funny, the poop one, yeah. Mel, so good. Leonie, very helpful. Awesome. Glad that's helpful, guys. Hopefully those of you on Instagram, you'll go and execute that as well. So go and put that into practice. This is where, you know, you hear a little bit of a training. It's not that long, what, 15 or so minutes. And then you go, that's a really good tip. Go and execute it. Speed up your learning curve. Go and model that kind of training. That's why you're here. That's why I do what I do. So I hope that's really helpful to those of you that are on this live or catching the replay. So this is my last live video of the week. So I hope you have an amazing weekend. I really look forward to, coming back here next week and sharing more tips like these with you. So I'll catch you then. Bye.